Every man can, for he must have a plan, and ultimately take a stand to grow and advance, to whatever stands, and to the stand-up guys that wear the pants. Every man can. Every man can. Every man can grow and develop his land, leading to less grieving. Water your own grass is what I'm saying. That every man can. Every man can. Every man can have a moment of weakness as human. It is no diss. Remember and know this, that the need to stay on track in a place of society that promotes lack of accountability, and you will see that every man can. Every man can. Every man can establish tactics leading to those who chose and others who oppose being better, and the masculine trendsetter, seeking solitude in the overpopulated land of hatred, and things once sacred. It's now about social ratings. Love is lacking, too much comfortability in hating, berating the best of, and little to no self-love. What in the world do you expect of haters of self with deteriorating health, and no understanding of how it works when it comes to true wealth? It is not something material, but lies within self of every man can. Every man can. Every man can make himself whole, assumes his role, knowing when to fold, and willing to stay on track, though all the tacks on the road, especially when classified as black, is cold. Her mindset is practical, chess-minded and tactical, foreseeing the bigger plan. Every man can. Every man can. Every man can stop his and others' nonsense with valued accomplishments, and accepts no diminishment, repels all dents, moving in power that's heaven sent. Every man can. Every man can. Every man can embrace his crappiness, improving on them, solidifying happiness. Pound for pound, built for defense. Minister of self, utilizing common sense. That is not so common. You're in the same place I'm in. Reality is for all. No use of stalling, successful accepting the calling of every man can. Every man can. Every man can work towards the promised land, remaining cognizant that it isn't how they've been saying. Because you see, when operating in reality, you can fool he, him, and she, but not the few based in reality. Can't you see what I'm saying? Of how every man can. Every man can. Every man can succeed in a foreign land that lies and despises his existence. If every man can. Every man can. Every man can reach and teach to solidify weak links, strengthening his armor, growing intelligence, the black family farmer of every man can. Every man can.